Hello and welcome to the ADHD Girls Podcast with me, Laura.
And it's me, Claire, this time, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Still me.
It's still you.
Still you. Still me. Yeah.
So today we have the new format, which we've had quite a bit of feedback about, and it's so far going really well. A lot of you seem to enjoy it, where it's a bit more of a counselling / coaching session where one of us talks more and the other one hopefully offers some words of wisdom. That's what we're aiming for. And whoever's listening maybe gets something out of it as well and goes, oh yeah, I've been kind of struggling with that. We're just listening and going, yeah, that sounds pretty cool. I could try these tactics. So today Claire's going to talk about something that's been on her mind, and I will listen and offer my hopefully good insights.
Thank you, Laura. So what I want to talk about today is so it's about relationships, and it's about, I feel I gave a lot in a relationship that I had with somebody, and I felt we had a good connection. Now we're talking about authenticity, having that connection, and that being meaning to things. It's not just surface level. And I felt we had a really good connection. And something similar happened to this person that I'd experienced, and I reached out to them. But basically we were quite close. And then I found that it was often me reaching out to them to check on them. And I sort of, in my mind, I was thinking, it seems to be quite a lot of effort on my part. And it was always me breaking the seal of not talking for a while. It always seemed to be me reaching out to them. And something happened in this person's life that was quite difficult for them. And I reached out to them because, again, I really related to it. Something that happened to me quite recently as well. And they were like, oh, thank you so much for getting in contact. Yeah, I've been busy, blah, blah, blah. And they seemed really pleased to hear from me. And I was like, oh, great, we can reignite
the connection.
Yeah, reignite the connection. That's it. And they were like, oh, I really appreciate you reaching out. I can't deal with talking about it just now, but how about in a few weeks' time we go for a walk in the park? I was like, yeah, don't put any pressure on you, but yeah, that's it. Now, what basically happened is they just dropped off again. And I just really struggled with that because I was like, right, do I try again? This is where I've really struggled with friendships, relationships, where I think, well, at what point do I try again? Is it all on me? Does it matter that it's all on me? And actually, yeah, it does, because there's not really a lot I'm getting out of it. So anyway, so they never came back to me, and I just thought, I don't know what else I can do. Because if you think about it, I'm always the one reaching out, saying,
making the effort.
I haven't heard from you for a while. Hey, how you doing? Love to see you for coffee. Like, yeah, but it never materialises. Anyway, I've now, having not seen this person for about 2 years, and to my mind, it's pretty clear they don't actually want to connect with me.
Yeah, 2 years is quite a long time.
Yeah. And I know you could say, oh, I could have reached out, but it got to the point I thought, well, that seems to be the pattern that's me doing it. So I thought, okay, just leave it. But I kind of reconciled myself to that fact that no one owes anyone anything, and it just wasn't working out. And then I've started seeing this person. And it's really awkward because I now keep seeing them.
Where do you see them?
Near where I work.
Near where you work. Okay.
And it's totally thrown me because the first time it happened, I was like, oh, this is out of context. I haven't spoken to you 2 years, and I was really panicked, and I fight or flight. I was like, do I speak to them or not? And I don't know why I reacted like that. Well, I suppose I kind of do. But and when it happened, I was like, I don't know what happened there. And it just felt really awkward, and I was like, oh. And then I thought justified myself, well, they don't want to speak to me, because if they did, they would have contacted me. And then I was like, oh, okay, just carry on. That's fine. And then every few days since then, I've seen them again. And every time it's the same, and it's getting so awkward because now I'm like, should I have spoken to them? Should I have not? And I feel like I've completely misjudged what I should have done, how to behave. But then I think, if they wanted to,
they could have reached
out. And it's just really, really uncomfortable. I know it's going to carry on because obviously their timing seems to link in with my timing.
So it sounds like you have a lot of overthinking, but this is not a criticism, but it's just an observation of there's a lot of overthinking, and you have to be gentler with yourself, because it sounds like you've put a lot of pressure on you of, well, there's always me making the effort. The other person didn't seem to, but you're the one that seemed to be wanting to keep that connection going because obviously this person has some value to you.
Well, I felt they did, and I felt that they valued my friendship.
Mm-hmm.
I now feel that they didn't. And I know what you're saying about, treat yourself a bit better, the rest of it. I think a lot of it, I wonder if it is overthinking or if it is literally what we talked about before, which is rejection sensitivity.
Yes.
And this justice thing as well. It's like, well, what do I need to do now? Where's the plan? Where's the framework? What am I supposed to do? How do I behave? Which is overthinking on the surface of it, but it's probably rooted in...
There's the ADHD rooted... That's a starter pack for ADHD, isn't it, really? You're like, I'm doing da-da-da-da-da, and you're like, yes, this is how your brain works.
I've gone wrong somewhere.
You haven't gone wrong. This is how it feels like you've gone wrong. You've not gone wrong. It's your brain trying to make sense of something that's happened.
Yeah.
Where you're thinking, well, this person has said this, but they haven't gone through with it, which to us is... again, highlights, it sets off a lot in our brains of, but why do they say that when they're not genuinely meaning it? So there's that part where you're looking for that genuine connection, or this person has said things that most people would take to hand of like, oh yeah, well, this person obviously wants a genuine connection, but they've said something, maybe they meant it and something came apart, something's happened. But for us, we always think, well, when I say or do or mean something, it genuinely does say or do mean that something.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, my values are that I wouldn't say that if I didn't mean it. I wouldn't lead someone on.
No.
Just to believe that. And if it was me in other way, I would probably, I don't know, there'd be ways I would behave. And I feel quite strongly that I would treat someone in a truthful way. But not,
yes.
I mean, I don't believe in saying everything, but I'd want to be truthful and I'd want to be meaningful. And it feels like...
person.
It's quite hurtful.
It is,
actually, because I think, well, now what do we? Now we're seeing each other. We're not speaking, and it's like, whoa, what's happened?
Yes, it's where in the ideal world would you want to reconnect with this person or just keep it as it is?
Do you know what? I don't think I would
because of how they've behaved.
Yeah, I don't think
they're a genuine person.
No, and I don't think they. Don't think it would ever go back to what I thought it. Obviously, I had an idea of what it was. Turns out I was wrong. So I don't think there's any value in going back to that and
opening up the old.
Yeah, and I kind of feel like that might be a pattern in my life. I just feel that it is really important to have a meaningful and people treat you decent, in a decent way. And I can't be bothered with it, to be honest.
I think when we're younger, we put up with a lot because we don't know better. And then when we're older, we have that confidence in ourselves to say, I'm worth more than this, and this isn't worth my time or energy of someone who doesn't value or have the same values as me.
Yeah.
So it sounds like you had a genuine connection with someone who then you've reached out to try and be a friend because they were going through something, and they seem to appreciate you, but then that connection stopped from their end, and it was good that you realized the effort you were making versus the effort they were making, because I think this happens a lot in a lot of friendships where it's very one-sided, and it gets to the point where you do realize, and it's almost like you fall into that pattern of, well, it's always me messaging, but if I don't message, then they wouldn't message.
It makes me feel sad. It makes me feel a bit hurt, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't think there's any way around that. And talking to you made me realise, actually, I've got plenty of connections that are meaningful that I should probably be thinking more about. But it is helpful to talk this through because I think maybe other people can relate to that, like that feeling of I'd done something wrong. There was a rule I wasn't quite sure about.
Oh, yes.
And I thought,
yeah,
why couldn't they have just said, or why couldn't they have just not said, oh yeah, I'd love to meet you and I'll be in touch. Why do they bother? Like, why? Is that because they've got a different rule that they're working towards and we don't know, and our rule is this? And I know that the people that I have a really good connection with, there is openness and there is trust and there is, just laying it on the line.
Yes, I have so many people that they're like, oh my God, we should meet up. Oh, we should do this. And then you just don't see them. But then they make no effort to get in contact with you to set a date or a time or anything. It's just, and I've gotten to the stage where it used to really affect me, thinking again, why say something if you're genuinely not interested in meeting up? And I think a lot of people just say it because they look nice to the outside world. Everyone looks, oh, she's so nice. Oh, she's so nice. But to me, it's actually the opposite of nice, because I think you're not nice if you say to someone, oh, we should go out for a coffee or should meet up and do something. And then you make zero effort within. And
well, it's not genuine, is it?
It's not, there's no authentic reason there. But to the outside world, this person looks nice and happy and bubbly and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And I think it is just people saying something, but I don't know. I mean, I could say hello to someone. I don't need to say, oh my God, we should have a coffee. I could just say hello to someone and carry on walking. If I genuinely, there's a lot of people that I know that are very, very nice, like a lot of mum friends.
Yeah.
And I don't really see them for coffee or outside school, but they're lovely people. We just don't meet up for coffee, but I just say hello to them. I don't go, oh my God, we must have a coffee. We must do this. Because I think I'm being genuine to me, I value them.
And every time that I was speaking to this person, we would rekindle it. They'd always go, oh my God, you're so great, you're so amazing, you're so thoughtful, and I'm thinking, yes, and I get that dopamine of like, yeah, I am great. This is good. Yeah, I am all right. And then I think, oh, it's just dead in the water. And it's just, I know in a grand scheme of things, it's like, it just brings home to it. It's like, a lot of people don't mean what they say. And I struggle with that because
you do.
I do. And I do value something that's meaningful. In a practical sense, when I see them, we're obviously not acknowledging each other. And I think, again, I could acknowledge that. But it is sad, and I think I could acknowledge them. And then I think, yet again, it would be me making the effort. And it's like, it's not. It's just not really.
But it's growth to where you've come to now.
Yeah.
Because do you think 10 years ago you would be able to make the choice, or do you think you would go, oh, I'm just going to have to?
I wouldn't have the knowledge that I have about myself and about ADHD and how it manifests. And I wouldn't have learned that actually there's a lot of patterns of behaviour that a lot of people share. And they've also felt the same way about, I don't understand what's happened. So, it's completely different when you have that understanding that there's other people out there, that a lot of people who would also struggle with that. Because in the past I would have thought, oh, it's me, I'm wrong again. Oh,
you've done something wrong, I've said something wrong, and you'd be sitting there, you'd be in my bedroom going, I've done something, I don't know what I've done, oh no, how do I fix it, oh no, what do I say,
what do I do? But if I make the extra effort again, it's gonna, a bit of me will die because I'm not being truthful to how I am.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to please.
People pleasing.
And it's like, I'm just chipping off a bit of me, a bit of my soul.
And you want to maintain friendships as well, because let's be honest, that's the social side of, you want to maintain friendships. But
we're told that we should have lots of friends. And, I remember when I was younger, I remember my dad saying, oh, you've fallen out with so-and-so again. And I remember feeling absolutely rotten, because because they were awful to me. But he didn't know it. He was like, oh, even if he didn't know, he just still said, oh, I think, they're friends, you should be friends with people. And I always felt like I was being judged that you've fallen out with people. And it's like, but they're not people that are any good to me. But obviously, you don't know that when you're younger and you can't really explain that. So, there's a bit of that coming on. It's like,
It's good that you've got that insight now, where you've got that almost overlook over your situation.
Yeah.
You're now not going, oh my God, what's going on? What have I done wrong? Maybe there's an element to you, but you can hopefully stop yourself and go, no, actually, it's not me. It is the other person who's behaved in a way that's not authentic. And, you reached out, you were trying to be there for them as a friend. And then.
So in ADHD, a lot of what happens is there's not much time between the emotion and action. Okay. So I do feel that now I'm able to have a bigger gap between that emotion and even just talking to you, it's like I've distance myself from it. But I think a lot of people will relate to that because of the way our brain's wired, there's very
processing
much
time, isn't it? We can processing of this has happened,
leap very quickly to wanting to resolve something or wanting to have it out in the open, and I suppose that's what a part of it's feeling. It's like, I don't like this. This is really uncomfortable. Do I speak to them? It's like, there's not really anything to say, actually.
No, and it's good that you've got to that stage. it's a healthy place to be, where you can process everything that's happened and go, actually, I don't need this. I genuinely don't need this nonsense.
Who needs
in
this
my
nonsense?
life. And you just come away from it. It might take a bit more time to process and fully come out the other side of it, but you're in that zone of, no, I know what's best for me, and I feel comfortable and confident in fully understanding what's happened and coming out the other side going, I've not done anything wrong here, and the other person goes on with their life how they want, and I will go on with my life how I want. And
isn't it interesting how, in this case, I have made that jump to immediately thinking I'm in the wrong. Either I might be in the wrong, the other person might be in the wrong. We're both in the wrong. Nobody's in the wrong. But it's funny how that immediate, and I think that's from years and years of just feeling completely like I'm wrong. I've done something wrong. I've been criticised. I've been judged. I don't know why. But no, thank you. That's really insightful talking to you.
Oh.
And I really do hope that other people listening can think, that happened to me and it felt really crap.
And how to process. And because I find sometimes my brain can flip between so many different things at once. They'll be like, well, I've said this and then I've done that, and but then that happened and then this, and you can look at the same thing with so many different perspectives and come out the other side still thinking, I still don't know what that was all about. And that's okay. That is how everyone will process things differently.
Absolutely.
But I'm glad to hear that you are confident enough to kind of go, no, I don't actually want to rekindle this, because it's not healthy.
Yeah.
It's not a positive in your life.
No. I've probably been dragged back to that place by sort of seeing them again, but it's like, actually, I could just leave that. It's not worth pursuing.
It's not.
There you go.
Yeah. Well done, Claire. Growth.
Yeah. Well, what is worth pursuing is our next podcast episode. And we will be back soon.
Yes. Thank you for listening.
Thank you. Bye.